Hey everybody, it's Melissa Lee. Welcome back to Girl Talk. I know I put out a brief video a few days ago because I was gone for 2 weeks visiting friends over in the UK. And I wanted to put out a slightly longer video, kind of updating where I am in life. Talk a little bit about my journey so far, where I think I'm heading. Um, Things have just been kind of a roller coaster lately is the best way I can describe it. First of all, I want to comment this dress I bought over in the UK, fell in love with it. And this pendant I got at Kidwelly Castle in Wales. I got matching earrings, but I did get my ears pierced, but it's going to be another couple weeks before I can put the matching earrings in. So I'm taking, excuse me, I'm taking little steps, step by step, moving forward. I'm not going to lie. I had a lot rolling around in my brain as I'm forcing myself to take all this time before I step fully into transitioning. Maybe that's a mistake, and yet at the same time, it's the same reason why I'm taking a lot of time for myself this whole year after everything I've been through to sit with things, let them roll around in my head. I want to make the right decisions for me moving forward in my life. I have had a habit of jumping into things head first without thinking, and I want to make sure that when I do make decisions, it's informed. I know what I'm getting myself into as much as I can. Be prepared for any fallout, which there will be, and know this is what I want for the rest of my life. Now, am I sitting here saying that I'm having second thoughts about transitioning? I won't lie. They've rolled around in my head. I've weighed the pros and cons. The pros and cons being if I were just not to transition, I would then just remain a crossdresser, part-time, go about my life. Nobody else in my life needs to know what's going on. I am a part of the community here. Excuse me, a little choked up today. Part of the community here in northern New Jersey and New York, and I do get to go out and be with people. If I had to, I could continue to do that and then not have to worry about the expense of transitioning, surgeries, and of course, dealing with all of the fallout with family and friends. It's tempting. It's tempting to go that route. And yet I was able to talk with my friend when I was in the UK who totally knows about Millie, totally supportive of Millie. And she absolutely, because she knows me inside and out, thinks that I should move forward with transitioning. Because she said, this is you. This is who you are. Now, I'm recording this during the day. I'm technically at work. I dressed appropriately for work if I were going into the office. Although I work from home with my job, I have the advantage today of not having any meetings where I have to show up on camera. And that's going to be another issue if I do transition, is coming out to my work. I've mentioned this before. My work is insanely progressive. I think they would totally accept it. They would consider it a feather in their equity cap, as I like to say. The only issue is my sister-in-law. She works for my company in my department. We all work with the same people. I can't do a thing until I talk to her first. If she reacts badly, then I have to figure out what I'm going to do, which would either be seeing if I could get transferred to another department where less people know me, and transition that way so that I save her embarrassment. I don't want to force her to quit her job because she can't handle this. I care that much about her. I love her. She's like my sister. She just doesn't realize that she has another sister instead of an ex-brother-in-law, because we are very close. So all these things I take into consideration. There are so many girls out there who, at whatever stage in life you're in, you're making the same decisions on how you're going to move forward. Should you or shouldn't you? What steps do you need to take? How bad is your gender dysphoria? I could say I have gender dysphoria, hands down, no issue there, but it's not as crippling for me as it's been for a lot of other girls. I have successfully lived my male persona for most of my life. But I've also dealt with depression. I've dealt with the thoughts in my head. It was only the last 20 years during my marriage that I was able to completely put it away and not think about it. I convinced myself that I didn't need it anymore. Because I dressed for a few years, I finally got it all out of my system, and that was it. There's a wonderful quote from the movie American Beauty, where the one kid, he's now in Yellowstone, and now I'm having a brain freeze. I forget the actor's name. He says, "Never underestimate the power of denial." Excellent, excellent line, and so true, because we can convince ourselves of untruths, being in total denial of who we are. I did it for 20 years. I purged, got rid of everything. I lived the male life, but you know what? I've never been overly masculine, never been overly feminine either. Although the last few years, when I started getting healthy and going to the gym, my trainer kind of worked me out a bit and buffed me up a little bit. And at the time, I enjoyed it. Now it's like, oh my God, I need to tone down. I don't want that physique anymore. And I mentioned this in earlier videos, when I finally made the decision to start dressing again, which I fought tooth and nail. It was only because a friend was really pushing me towards it. I went kicking and screaming. But yet the thought rolled in my head, okay, maybe I'll give it a try. And if I look stupid, or if I don't like it, or if I'm not feeling it, I won't move forward with it. And as I've mentioned plenty of times, that genie got out of the bottle. She ain't going back in. And now, after all these months, I still only been dressing a few times a week, expressing myself, and still being in male mode. Because I'm on this fence, I'm taking the time to think. But I changed when I was over on vacation in the UK. First of all, I have not felt so relaxed in months, maybe even years. Getting away from all my troubles, all the thoughts here, but I still had Milyssa with me. I dressed when I was over there. I had the support of my friends. And now that I'm back, I've been back a week now, And it's like hitting me harder where I've dressed a lot more than I usually do. I took advantage today of dressing for work, even though nobody will see me. But I feel like I'm in the office. I feel like I'm doing my job as Millie, and I feel so relaxed and comfortable with it. And every time I really start to think about it, and especially when I'm dressed, I don't know if it's because endorphins are being released, you're getting the pink fog, as my friend once called it. I don't get that pink fog really. Not anymore. It used to be like a euphoria. It's toned down. Now I just feel like me. Um, and even just moving forward, I'll be dressing casual, just day-to-day things when I don't have to go out, when I don't have to face public yet, until the time comes when I'm ready to come out fully. That day is not here yet. I'm pushing in my head sometime, maybe after the holidays. Once winter comes, it would be a lot easier. Oh God, then I'm thinking of fall and winter. I need outfits. I need to go shopping. I need fall and winter outfits. But I'm also on a diet right now trying to lose some weight. So before I buy anything, I want to make sure that I've lost enough where I feel comfortable that I can buy clothes that will fit. Um, that's all coming up. I'm doing one last trip for the year, which is Labor Day weekend, going down to the shore with my sister-in-law and her boyfriend. The trip that I tried going on last month, and I wound up coming home early because the air conditioning in my room broke. But I was having some issues because it was my first time down there since my wife passed, and it felt weird, but I think I've gotten past that now, so I'm going down for 4 days. I want beach vacation time. And then that's it. The rest of the year, I'm home. Trying to make plans with other girls to go out because I love going out. I've never had a problem being in public. It's just finding the right locations. I live far away from everybody and everything. I have to drive at least an hour to go anywhere. A lot of the girls like going to bars and clubs. And when I go, I have to be careful. I enjoy my drinks, but I got to know my cutoff point because I sure as hell don't want to get pulled over on the way home. And I certainly don't want to get pulled over and fail a breathalyzer, lose my license. I'm screwed. I live alone. I live an hour away from anything. And if I lost my license, I don't know what I would do. So I'm being very careful, trying to be responsible. So thinking of moving forward, again, I'm still taking the time. But yet, as every day approaches, I am still of the mindset that I'm going to do this, and it's going to be an incredibly big life change. My only issue right now is I don't have anybody living near me that supports me or that could support me while I'm going through medical transition. There's still some close friends and my sister-in-law, people I need to tell, and I need to see how they react. Maybe I'll get lucky and they'll be positive about it, and then I have a support system. If not, most of my support system is virtual from other girls and friends across the country, even across the world. And the couple of people I know here, they all live far away, and most of them are just CDs. I know hardly any trans people here. I know of some, but I don't know them personally. It would be nice to be able to connect with another trans woman, to talk with them about their journey, what their pros and cons were. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I follow a lot of trans girls and their journeys online. Most of them are far younger than me. I'm transitioning older than in life, later in life. I'd like to talk to somebody who's more my age or who did transition later to find out some pros and cons. I still have a lot of thinking to do. Now, it's not overthinking to talk myself out of it or talk myself into it. It's just weighing all my options, weighing what's going to happen, moving in the future, and seeing where life's going to take me. Where will I be in a year from now? That's the question. You know, I have an option if I ever had to. If things go south here, I could sell this house and move somewhere else. I just don't know where to go. My family's all out west, and they would never accept this. And I have some issues with them anyway, so I would never live there. Plus, it's not very quote unquote friendly, if you know what I mean. And I need to be in an area that had that kind of support system. Lots and lots of questions and things to think of and work out. And talking like this, I've gotten a lot of positive responses from girls who watch my videos. And by the way, thank you for everyone who watched, subscribed. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button down below. Like the video. Share it if you want. Leave me comments. I try to respond to all the comments. It's not like I have that big of an audience yet. And I'm still taking things a day at a time. So this is a great sounding board for me. It's great therapy for me. And if I'm boring some of you, you know, you can leave the video. But I hope my journey is inspiring to some. And I hope that I can make connections with other people that can be inspiring to me. Like I said, I follow several other girls here on YouTube and other platforms who are very inspiring to me. They have great advice. I still would like to make one-on-one connections. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's what's happening with me. Otherwise, it's day by day. I will say I am absolutely loving the blonde. I'm going to keep the blonde. I never thought I'd go blonde. I always thought I'd be a redhead. I'll keep the redhead as a backup, but I'm telling you right now, I think I'm a blonde moving forward. So we'll see what happens, but I love it. And get a lot of compliments on it. The other girls like it too. I always want to tell everybody, be honest with me. Because if I ever do something that doesn't look good, tell me. You're not going to offend me. Anyway, enough of my rambling. But thank you for tuning in. Please like if you can. And if you know any other girls that you think might benefit from some of what I'm talking about, please have them come and subscribe, like my channel. And I like building a network. I like having a network of other people to talk to. Well, we're all here to support each other. I do live streams on Kick, K-I-K, a few times a week. And we hook up with a lot of different girls there. Although I'm mad at Kick right now because they had me trending. And then because I was gone for 2 weeks and didn't stream while I was gone, they took my trending away from me. So I'm not getting the audience I once did. But we did pretty good enough before then that they liked me and they gave me trending. So maybe that'll happen again. Who knows? It's not about quantity. It's about quality. And I like having good quality conversations with people. So look for me on Kick. If you see me online, favorite me. That way you'll get notified whenever I do a live stream video. Probably be doing another one tonight. We'll see. since I am already dressed for work, I don't have to worry about getting ready. Thank you again. Summer's almost over. This background will change to fall pretty soon. I love fall. Fall's my favorite time of year. Side note, there is the Renaissance Fair going on nearby. I'm dying to go, but I spent so much money on my trips, I really can't afford to go invest in a costume right now. So I might have to wait till next year. But I love dressing for the Renaissance Fair. All right, that's enough. You all have a wonderful week, and we will talk with you again soon. Thank you. We'll see you later. Be good humans. Bye-bye.